Welcome to the show. This is episode one of the Electro Live podcast. We're exploring today's hot new music and artists who shape our culture as well as the pioneers and veterans in the game from way back. So, we're going to be exploring all that as this series continues. But today, I'm speaking to a hot new artist who goes by the name of Brandion Khan. This is a new rapper and artist. I'm working with him myself, and I'm doing as far as the beats and production work. So I have the honor to sit down and actually chop it up with my man here and explore his story with you guys. So without delay, let's get to it, man. How you doing, brother?
Dude, I feel like $1 million, Scott. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. And by the way, yo, that intro was fire. I really enjoyed that. That intro was,
Right?
dude. Yeah, that was. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh shit.
Like,
That was,
oh shit, he's on some shit.
yeah, dude, that was super dope. Big up to you. And thanks again for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. So
Yeah,
thank
man. No doubt, man. I'm all about, man, exploring music in general, man. As we've been working together now for, just a little bit. We were introduced through my brother Sean. You guys, I guess, both of you guys are living in Vegas right now, and he kind of turned me on to you, and and so we've been working together, getting to know each other a little bit here and there. And this is really the first time to really sit down and really chop it up. So this is kind of like some real life in the moment sort of conversation for real. This isn't scripted or anything like this, guys. So it's like we're gonna get the raw, unedited footage, man, of my man Brandon Khan. So man, let me know something, man. Where well, first of all, we're gonna treat this like a real official documentary.
All right,
So
go.
let me
No,
ask you
I'm
this.
all the way with it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay, let's get official on this shit. Okay. So where were you born, first of all?
So I was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey, in St. Peter's Hospital. I lived in North Brunswick, New Jersey, for like the first, I say like 7, 8 years of my life, and then I moved to South Brunswick because my parents bought a house in it's this town called Belmead. It was like the suburbs, right by like Franklin and Montgomery and Hillsborough and stuff like that. Then I lived out there till I was about 17. And then when I was 17, I moved down to North Carolina in the Raleigh, Durham, Wake Forest area. And then from there, when I was 25, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go really, really do this rap shit. I'm really go do music. And I picked up, to quote my aunt, I grabbed my balls and I made a move and I just hit the dip. My grandparents helped get me a plane ticket. My aunt threw me a rack, and the rest is history. Here we are.
Okay, man. That sounds awesome. When did you leave New Jersey? How old were you?
I was 17, so it was my senior year of high school. So like I was about to start my senior year. So I went to a prep school called Rutgers Preparatory School. It was down on Easton Ave.
Hmm.
And then from there I moved, like I said, to North Carolina, and I went to Wakefield High School for a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're really an East Coast guy for real. Like that's
Yeah,
where you came up, like in the Northeast, and then even in the South, East, throughout a lot of your life so far. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of similar to myself, so I understand the whole East Coast vibe and everything like that. So, and I'm sure, like as far as the music scene, you're talking about New Jersey and all of that kind of stuff. I'm sure that had a big influence on how you got into this whole music game, right? Like, who were your main influences, or what made you want to even get into this whole game, man?
you know what's funny? I remember what got me into hip hop. This is real shit, right? I was in the when I was in South Brunswick, I was in the second grade. I was in the second grade, and for whatever reason, I remember I was on the playground at elementary school, or like whatever second grade is. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And some kid asked me like, "Yo, do you know Eminem?" And I'm like, "What? The Candy?" You know what? And nah, he ended up showing me, and I know it's so weird, like second grade, 8, 9 years or something like that, asking me
Hmm.
if I know who Eminem was. No, I didn't. So I remember he threw me the Slim Shady LP, and I'll never forget because I had a Sony CD player.
Mhm.
Popped that shit in that night because I remember it was the unedited because it has the curses, so you can't let your parents know. And I remember I
Mhm.
bumped that shit, and it like just something just went boom. Now, as far as like taking the hip hop and like doing the music, I shouldn't even say hip hop, just doing music, taking it serious. That's when I was 25. Like I always had an infatuation with music as far as like reciting lyrics and like always being able to like rap or perform it and like do it in the mirror. But I was never confident enough to understand what I was doing,
Mhm.
how to form a plan because I didn't know I loved it at that point in time.
Mhm.
Like I just know I enjoyed it. I didn't really know that I would have a passion 25 years later to move across the country. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mhm.
I didn't see that for my life. For my life, what I saw was I'm gonna go to college, graduate, and just get a degree and work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life and have a family.
Right,
I
right.
didn't see this. I didn't see, you know, years later, I got my own record label. I got 2 EPs out. I'm shooting videos. I got the whole music video shot for my whole EP I just dropped. And like no one knows it because I don't want you to know, but I'm just ready. You know,
Mhm.
and it took a while to understand how to formulate a plan and stick to it and just go. So that all came with time. So I kind of like got a little off topic.
Well, that yeah, and that's when the artistry is kind of calling you. It's like it's within yourself. It's like from the time you're younger, you can kind of feel this is what you're drawn to. Some people are drawn into sports, and some people are drawn into different forms of artistry, what have you. And that was your calling. It's I relate. I understand what you mean. It's an inward calling, and that's where I think the best product comes from people who have that inward calling and they have that passion and they don't really care so much about some of the superficial parts of it. The game as it is, as the game is all about look and fashion, and it's got to be about numbers and blah 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 and all this kind of bullshit, right? And unfortunately, that's just how it is in the industry as far as that mentality. But the best work, though, the best stuff comes out of people who are real artists, like you mentioned. M is a straight artist, man. He's a lyricist. He knows his shit. He's been doing it since he was a kid. He had the passion to strive for it and face his challenges and get where he's at. So, and I can see the same thing in your music. And in fact, as we go on, I wanted to kind of share a little bit of your music videos because you did allude to it. So I just wanted to go ahead and give people a little taste of what you do and what you've got out there currently. So I'm going to go ahead and try to share screen your video here
Yo,
and give people just a little bit of a taste of what you got coming out and what's going on right now. So here we go. Can you see it okay?
I actually don't see it.
Uh-oh. That's here we go. There we go. See it now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I see it. Oh, you fancy?
All right.
Fancy, huh?
Yes, sir. Man, the video production is tight, man. It's on
I won't
point
front
though.
of love being single, but
Shout
that
out
don't
to
mean I'm not
Mr.
down to mingle. I get these hoes caught in the pickle. Couldn't read my places, she had a Kindle. Talk connections, girl, that ain't true. I promise you, I don't fuck with you. With your credit like, yo, you got some money. If not, just bounce here like a bunny. I'm talking true, no acting, bitch. I left my ex all mad as shit. I'll always be her favorite, but she'll tell a girl that she hate the dick. A woman scorned, yo, what else is new? Keep your head, babe, here's some glue, cause I get my play. I don't need your action, I've been around and I get it from rapping. Women love me, I'm everlasting. But you mad, we ain't never smashed it. I left you alone when you started packing. Now I get attention, don't hear you nagging. Hear your name, I get nauseated. Even though you left, I ain't devastated. I got pussy popping cause I've been the greatest. Talking all that shit, you would've thought I made it. Look, baby, I ain't sorry.
Yeah, I like this hook too.
Like Sorry,
You know what's
with
funny?
my lady, you
I
Yeah.
was supposed to have one of my homegirls singing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Wow.
ended up thanks for showing that, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt,
But
man.
it ended up not going down.
What
Instead of
happened?
she flaked on me. So like, and that was really like I wasn't planning on doing it. But I remember
Oh,
my auntie Momo, she was like, nephew, you wrote this whole project. You don't need nobody to do that. Write that shit. And I was like,
yeah,
all right,
exact. I
yeah.
agree.
And
I agree 100%, man. Because you 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 didn't need another voice on that shit right there, man.
and that
Like
was
I don't know what it would have turned out to be because I don't know who we're talking about, but the shit sounds on point to me, and it sounds great. I mean, I like your cadence, your voice, your flow pattern, the whole nine, man. The look, the video, the whole thing is just star material, bro.
thank you.
And yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. So as we're as you've got that video done, we've got projects coming up. Kind of share with the folks your vision of your next project. Or actually, let's do this. Let's back up. Let's talk about where your first EP, your first stuff that you put out, and how we're evolving and into the next project. Give us a little backstory on all of this.
All right, word. So when I had done Summertime, I had worked with a producer out here named Trade Voorhees. And for a couple years, yeah, like 2 to 3 years, I'd say he really took me under my wing. I mean, took me under his wing, excuse me. He when I first moved out to Vegas, I just had a lot of raw skill and talent. It was really like untamed
Hmm.
and unrefined. You know what I mean? And when me and him linked up, because we linked up at this job I'm currently at, I was introduced to him by a friend over there, and I can't even front. He really taught me how to define my rhyming. He really helped me, um, teach me about cadence and rhyme pattern and how to hit syllables. I can't even front. And
Hmm.
like we would be doing this shit at work, and I would just be sitting at work hours upon hours during my shift, just working, writing, and going to him. And I can't front. Like he definitely helped me out. And he definitely helped me with the vision for Summertime. Um, he thought it would be a cool idea to like portray me as like this dope dude who I am and like have the women around and have like summertime vibes and like he thought it
Hmm.
would be a good idea because at this time I really didn't know how to do anything and he's been doing this thing for a minute and shout out to him, big ups. um you know so he really helped me first get a vision and then he helped me curate the vision, right? I believe
Hmm.
that's the correct word to use. um and I can't even front. He helped me write part of that project too. He never took credit for it, but I'll give him his flowers. Like absolutely, he helped
Oh,
me.
nice.
Yeah, I'll go through that whole album because that was a real blessing. Like it was the best. It was almost like basic training in the military. Like it was the best worst time because like he was really showing me how to do things art like writing wise and even with my voice with J Lo. Bitch got a fat ass like J Lo. Like that. I nah,
Hmm.
he told me how to do that. So, you know, just so going through the album, right? So that's what she said. I came up with the cadence and I I came up with the song and we came up with the hook together, right? J Lo, we wrote together, but he had like the cadence, Supreme Drop, he wrote. Raptor, we wrote together. What was that? A Smokey, I wrote. He helped me with a
Hmm.
couple lines, can't front. Fanta, I wrote. Camaro, me, him, and then one of our friends, Chris Martin, we all wrote that together. And then Adios, I wrote, and he helped me with a couple lines. And I say that to say this because it was it taught me about myself, right? It taught me how bad I wanted this shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I still
Yeah.
had other shit going on with my life at that time.
Mhm.
Like I was dealing with a on and off relationship with this woman who I was with at the time for like 7 years. And summertime was also like a crutch to help my mind, to take my mind off all the shit that was going on with that. So that's
Mhm.
like party vibes and women around me, because that's just where I was at. You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean? Now, we fast forward to redemption, right? You know, because redemption was, roughly 2.5 years later, because I dropped summertime, June 2020, no, I mean 2019. I dropped redemption just December 2021. So 2.5 years later, who am I now, right? So I separated myself from a lot of people. Um, come to find out, not a whole lot of people, in my opinion, have my best interest at heart, right? And it took
Mhm.
me a minute to see that. And that's what redemption is. See, before I was around a whole lot of people and,
Mm.
I needed my help where I did, right? But then, things, I feel like it was my time to take what I learned and move forward,
Mhm.
and focus on getting my redemption, because I felt like, I didn't get the respect that I felt like I deserved. Like that album was fire, and I feel like, I don't know, I just didn't get a whole lot of respect for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I took it personal. I was like, yo, like,
Like, come on, motherfuckers.
you know
Shit.
how long it took me how to harmonize my voice? Like that shit took a month of like nonstop day in that I'm just at home in the car on my break, like, oh, y'all think this shit was easy? Okay. And I like, bet. So then,
Right.
it took me some time to get my mind right, really, separate myself from certain situations and things that I had going on. And I just, redemption happened.
Mhm.
I had moved back home to be with the woman who I was talking about before. And it just didn't work out.
Mhm.
And I remember, like, I called my auntie Momo, and like when I went back, I have this saying where 30 days is a habit, 100 days is a lifestyle. I
Mhm.
remember I called her and I went, Auntie Momo, you know, I'm not feeling this. You know, I, if this is about to be my lifestyle, I can't fuck with it.
Mhm.
I can't do it. This is gonna, um, be a issue for my success in my future, for lack of words, right? And I
Right.
said, Mo, I think I'm coming home, like back to Vegas, right? Because I was in North
Mhm.
Carolina. Went back to North Carolina, be with the fam, but mainly I'm not gonna front to be with this woman, right?
Mhm.
And when it
Mhm.
didn't work, I was just, fuck it. You know what I mean? Didn't know how to feel. Had been like 7, 8 years. Like, what the fuck? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I
Yeah.
just had my house for sale, and I was just like,
Oh.
but thank God it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because now we fast forward, and I just really want to tell this, like, the real true story, right? So then I go through that, all that, fast forward, now back in Vegas, and I'm talking to my auntie Momo one night because we lived next door to each other for a minute,
Mhm.
and I'm like, Mo, I need to do something, man. Like I gotta do something new. Like I gotta put out something new. Like I gotta
Mhm.
get mine. Like I need to redeem myself. And she was like, "You need your redemption." I was like, "I need." So one of us was like, I need redemption," and I was like,
Mm.
"That's it."
There
And
you
I
go.
just started going fucking ham, and I really just started talking about, and this shit I wrote all by myself. Like
Mhm.
I feel like because there's also other things that went on with like writing summertime, and I'm not gonna get into that. But when people started questioning like my ability to write, I was like, "Oh, you got me fucked up. I'm about to do this all by myself. Fuck it." Excluding the
Mhm.
hook that never happened with Sorry. Look how that,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So yeah, and I just talked a lot about what was going on.
Right.
And it's kind of funny because I was talking to, once again, my auntie Momo. She's probably like, I don't fuck with a whole lot of people other than, your brother Sean, Carlos,
Mhm.
Tom. my auntie Mean, like a couple other people, a few other people. But no, my circle is I'm a vault, baby. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very
yeah.
protective of
You're
my
that
energy now.
what you're saying is very common among people who are successful, and they always tell you their story, which would entail like, hey, I had to get away from bad people and get into a better team. You know, it's like the teamwork is everything. It's like who you decide to spend your energy with and share your energy with is everything. That's what's really gonna move you forward. It's like, you know, if you're gonna invest your time into some people that really ain't about shit, then you really can't be surprised if your life ain't really going nowhere, right? So it's like when you get with a strong team, it don't matter how small it is, you know, it's like as long as the people are for real and the people got your back and they're doing stuff and you can kind of measure that shit with a track record. Like you can see what people are actually doing for you. You know, it's like
Or not doing.
I see, yeah, or not doing, or in what they're saying versus what they are or not doing. You know, it's like you can see sift through the bullshit by paying attention, man. It's like because we get caught up in our emotions, man. Sometimes, you know, we're humans and we fuck with women or fuck with guys or fuck with whoever that say a whole lot of shit we like to hear or treat us some kind of way that we like. And then it turns out, though, if you really look at the actions and what they're really bringing to you is really kind of negative, then, you know, you've got your sign, your little red flag is right there waving in the fucking wind, man. So I feel you, man, but go right ahead, man. So you're so you were working on redemption as that catalyst came about.
Yeah, man. And like it was just beautiful. You know what I mean? Because the first song I wrote was My Way. And I just heard this beat. And I was like, yo, I'm about to just swing my dick all over this fucking beat, man. And like,
Hmm.
that's what I did. And that was the start of it. And I'm going to be real. I don't know what the second song I started was. I don't remember the order in which I wrote them. I don't. I just remember My Way was first because I remember the few people that were in the studio were like this. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, it's game time, man. Like I'm done. I took it personal, yo. Like I really took the events that led to the creating of Redemption personal.
Hmm.
Really, really personal. And, you know, I got my redemption. I definitely
What is
fucked
the
with it.
best song on that for you? What is the
Ooh,
highlight
I
track?
would say Alone or Sorry is my favorite on that album. I mean, don't get it twisted. I love all those songs. They're just different vibes, different emotions. You know what I mean? Like Passes,
Hmm.
giddy, like, oh, we having fun. My Ways, I'm all the way in your face. Sorry. If you listen to sorry, excuse me, is a very detailed story.
Hmm.
A lot of detailed facts. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, let's do this, man. Let's play a little bit of the other track that you alluded to, alone. Let's just give that a real quick shot here. I want to let the folks hear what you're actually talking about. Hold on just a second there, brother. Here we go. Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this
Yeah.
song a lot.
People always talk about me, but it's cool, I don't ever let it bother me. Too many fake friends came around, so I cut them off, I like their energy. I can give a fuck how they feel, I never put myself in jeopardy. Talking tough, how they from the street, yeah, they right, they so sesame. I've been fucking with some real killers, and it's crazy how they got respect for me. 50,000, he came out the pen, and a week later, he was spending G's. Taking drives out the Cali, I gotta meet the plug, I be betting chips. Got 2 accounts that I got with Schwab, and I owe my shit, gonna check for me. I don't be living fictitious. Out in the field, moving malicious, blowing my riches. Plotting my moves, rolling some swishes, diamonds be dancing. Your bitch break a neck, just to be glancing, know I'm too cocky. I'm talking my shit like who gonna stop me? I don't strive to be a conscious rapper. You don't like my music, it don't fucking matter. Catch me sliding out to Nevada. Better check your temp when I come around you. Call your God if you need some saving. Talking foul, I'ma catch a flagrant. It would be best if you don't say shit. I'll pack you out like you's a rapist. I stand alone in this crowded world. I wanna express myself but can't find the words. You don't understand me, not misconstrued. But fuck you all, what you gonna do? Shit, I was told I could never rap, but how I go coast to coast. My grandparents helped raise me, so that's why you never hear me boast. I've been fucking off money, but still been on islands off the coast. I only got one brother, so I don't wanna hear you call me bro. I'm a motherfucking con, bitch.
Yeah.
That means I'm on King Khan shit. Thought I was immune to the gossip, but it made a motherfucking toxic. Everybody mad cause I got hits. I bet it would be better if I ain't had shit. I'm out here living lavish, and you pissed cause you ain't got shit. I'm number one and you not. I cheer you on, what you got? I'm everything that you wanna be. I'm everything that you...
Man.
I love that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do love that song.
Yeah. I can feel the passion, man. I really feel, and that's what it is, man. It's like putting your heart and soul into these things are what gives it so much value, man. And that's what's really going to capture people. I firmly believe that, you know what? You may not have gotten a lot of respect from folks, but it's just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of getting your artistry out there so people can see it. That's part of why we're doing this whole thing right now. And this is just the beginning. This is what we're trying to do. And, you know, getting together with a team that's got your back and is going to do the right thing for you is key. It's going to make all the difference in the world, you know. And so at this point, what is the next stepping stone in your mind?
So the next stepping stone from in my mind, I'm obviously gonna drop the last 4 videos for Redemption. Um, you know, My Way, Pass, Alone, and then Redemption. Um, now, I'm I'm not gonna spoil too much as far as like the vision and everything.
Hmm.
But I will tell you the name of my next project is Getaway. Um,
Okay,
I feel like I got my redemption and it's time to bask in my success.
there you
So
go.
I'm gonna take a little bit of time and go shoot some shits in a different country and
Mm,
and go get my tan on and sip margaritas with some mamacitas. You feel me?
I feel you, man. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so tell us a little bit about that. So where are you thinking about jetting off to, my man?
um, I really want to go to Tulum. I got a thing for Mexico. I like Mexico. I
Hmm.
do. I think it's dope out there. It's beautiful.
Tell
Um,
us a little bit about that country.
well, I'll tell you this. I went to Puerto Vallarta, Nuevo Vallarta, and Jalisco. Um, and actually, when I went out there, that was the first time that I ever performed out of the country. I
Mm.
went on vacation with Auntie Momo. We went out there and we had a blast. You know, it's definitely well. What do you like when you say about like? What do you want to know about Mexico? Like,
Well, I was just to let the audience know, like, what do you love about it? What attracts you to go there,
well, what's funny
especially
is,
that particular place in Mexico?
nah, you know what's funny? At that time, it was June 20. It was 2021 around January, February, and I was like, yo, I need to take a vacation. And
Hmm.
I was, truth be told, I was gonna go alone. Like I was just gonna bounce and just like stay 5 nights, pick a hotel or whatever resort, and just do shit, right?
Hmm.
And then Momo was like, "Yo, nephew, I wanna go on vacation too. Let's ride." And we just picked Puerto Vallarta. Like I was gonna go there, and she was like, "I'm down to ride." We got our passports and we bounced. It
Hmm.
just so I had never been to Mexico before. That was actually my first time. Keep it real. I've been to England, France, Costa Rica, but I've never been to Mexico. So
Okay.
I was like, fuck it, let's bounce. And it was really nice. I'll also tell you, it was like really third world country too. Like when we were
Hmm.
out in Jalisco, excuse me, Jalisco, um, damn, that was bad. I sound like gringo. Um, it was like when we looked around, it was like, oh shit, like we low key in the hood.
Mhm.
Like, but also there's certain areas where like it's really, 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 really nice. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It was just it was dope. I
Yeah.
The weather was really nice. The people were really nice. Um, we stayed at the Rio, so that was dope. Um, yeah.
Wow, yeah. I I had the opportunity last year. I went to Cancun and I stayed in Playa del Carmen. I
That sounds
kind
amazing.
of rendezvoused with a nice young lady, man, and we
Hey, go Scott.
yeah,
Yeah,
we went to
the way
Playa del Carmen and
I
man,
know you with the
got a nice little
fire you.
dude. It's like it's one of those. It's almost like the Vegas Strip, but it's just on steroids. Like Playa del Carmen has this main road where everybody's just partying all night long. I mean, you'd see little kids at 3 o'clock. Like we would laugh, like we'd be walking down the street 3 in the morning, and you'd see these little kids walking around dancing and stuff 3 in the morning, like 5 and 6 years old. Like what? Or you go to the club and you'd see little moms rolling in there with their little strollers and stuff. Like they weren't gonna let kids
That's
like
wild.
dude, like come on now. But yeah, it was really fun. It was like you said, very it could be a third world country in some parts, and some parts were very upscale and high end, and you could get the best of all worlds, get the best food from the street vendors and people like that.
Yo, you want to
I
hear something wild though?
mm,
We were on our way to Nuevo Vallarta, and oh no, we were on our way back. Like we had went into the town real quick to go check out like this cathedral, and yeah, and I remember on the way back, there's this pickup truck in front of us with just like three dudes all masked up with like, and there was like
yeah,
a gunner on top, and I'm just casually
yep,
driving. I'm just like, oh, all right, I'm like,
yep. I know
okay.
what you mean. You see them on the corner riding around in the RVs with the big, the heavy the firepower, man. It's like, whoa, they're really keeping things down. But yeah, man, when I was there, I went to different places, man. Like I think we rode some dune buggies through the jungle, man.
Oh, that's fucking
Like
tight.
yeah, we just rode from one side of the island to the other, man. And
That's like super badass.
yeah, yeah, it was not like your typical little tour bus type of thing that I was trying to do. I was trying to like get into some Indiana Jones type shit, like right there in the villages with the Indians, you know what I mean? Like the Aztec people and stuff, man. And it was really interesting to, you know, gather their artworks and stuff I like bought from them, supported them and stuff like that. Came back with a whole bunch of shit, had to leave a whole bunch of stuff over there because I couldn't bring it back with me, but I'm like whatever.
Why?
Because I just did, I was just so excited when I was there. I was like just buying all kinds of masks and statues and necklaces like this one, and just all kinds of shit, man. But yeah, it's great when you travel and you can go to a place like that, man. But you know what? The thing about you though is you never know when you do this. By the time you finish this project, you might just be too busy to be having some kind of getaway, man. You might be postponing that because you never know what the future holds. You might be on tour, you might be doing whatever.
True, but
You'll be
like
so
I'm always
busy.
down. Yeah, but I'm also one of those people like, yo, let's just record on the go then.
Hmm.
Like keep it real. Like I can't even front. Like I told
Yeah,
you, it's only a short project, 3 or 4 songs, and 2 out of the 3 or 2 out of the 4 are done.
yeah,
I ain't playing.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
we can record it on the go. Like it
We
ain't
can
gonna take
do
me
it,
long.
man.
Like,
It sounds like fun to me.
yeah,
Drag me
like
along.
I literally enjoy that shit. There's only 3 things I really enjoy, right? Music, the gym,
Mhm.
I'm smoking my weed and chilling. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
I'm really simple. I don't, I wanna travel the whole world doing music. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And off doing music, I wanna bring people together and like give back. That's
Yeah.
that's really it. I don't
I feel that, man. That's yeah.
and have
I can
fun
go
while
along with
doing
that.
it. And then, obviously I wanna have like my condo on the water that no one knows me where I live.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear all those stories about people who are so famous, it's like a stress, it's like you can't even go out in public and, that whole, it's almost like be careful what you ask for because you just might get that shit.
No,
And the shit
I'm with it though. I have an exit plan.
All right, let's hear it, man.
No, I can't tell you it's my exit
Oh,
plan.
okay, that's your exit. Okay, I got you. It wouldn't be a good exit plan if everybody knew. Absolutely, man. Well, yeah, we were down in New Orleans, my brother Sean and Carlos. It'd have been really fun if you were there, but who knows? I know next month, they're going to be shooting the rest of that film. By the way, Carlos is a heavyweight boxing really champion type of boxer, man. And he
What
comes,
heavyweight champion? Yeah, he's the man.
he's the man, dude. He's like a prince in his country, and he's funny too, man.
And I
You
also,
know,
on the note of Carlos, man, I just want to shout out Carlos to Calm real quick.
yeah,
He's been he's been what's the word I'm looking for? He's been a real positive influence.
yeah,
A real positive influence. Um, he's always kept me motivated. He calls me, make sure like, hey, how you doing? Like, you good? You know what I mean? And
hmm,
me and him work out together. I actually hurt my fucking back trying to deadlift like 500 pounds. It
oh
was his
no,
first day back from New Orleans, and normally like I'll do like 455, and he'll
hmm.
what he does. So he was back, and I was like, and there was 545s on each side. I was like, Carlos, man, I got this shit. You back, baby. Let me show you what I've been doing. And I picked it up, my lower left part of my back went, and I said, "Whoa." And I haven't really like worked out. I haven't squatted or deadlifted since. I hit legs today, but I didn't do that shit. But
Right, right,
no,
right.
Carlos is awesome, man, and I really appreciate his positivity and how he motivates me and just tells me to keep doing what I'm doing and that it's gonna happen.
Dude,
Which
and he's doing major stuff, man. He's shooting a movie. He's,
back on.
that's what it is, man. He is definitely doing some really positive stuff right now, man. Watching him go through the, his trying to learn the choreography and stuff he was explaining to me was really difficult, but he's going to do it, man. He's going to play the part really well. Joe Frazier life story, man. It's gonna be awesome. He's just a gentle giant, man. He's a really cool guy. Shout out to Carlos. And I actually spoke to my brother. I'm gonna
I
be
was about to
interviewing
say,
him.
shout out Sean. What up?
Yeah, Mr. Sean, Mr. Bruce Willis himself. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I want to try to get Carlos on here to do an interview with me as well, man. Because he's got a fantastic story to tell as well, man.
Yeah, his life story is wild.
It's wild, man.
I was
Dude.
talking to him the other day. He goes, I eat lion, fight gorilla, and swim with alligator. I said, bro, you fucking wildin'. I said, get out of here. Yeah, it was funny as shit. He be cracking me
Dude,
up. But
we were out
on the
there.
line, I know he ain't lying.
We were walking around one day looking for fried alligator, right? Because he wanted to eat some fried alligator. So we went walking around the French Quarter, right?
All right.
And finally found a place that was serving fried alligator. We waited out there, man. It took them people like what 45 minutes to prepare that stuff, man. And he was like, "Man, when are they gonna get the food ready, man? I really been looking forward to this all day long." And they get it to him, and they put it in this little styrofoam thing, and he gives me one, and he gives Sean one, and then this homeless guy comes and he goes, "Hey, I'm hungry," and then Carlos is like, "Oh, fuck it," just gives it to him. Like, damn, you waited all that long for what? You know, gave all your food away. But he's a caring guy. You know, that's what that tells you right there.
Nah,
He's
to
he's a
see him like do what he's doing, like he built a school in Cameroon. He's gonna be building a university. God
mm,
willing, shooting that vibe. Like he does amazing shit, and that's another thing that I love about Carlos is that he's so much for the people. And I want to get like that. You know what I mean? I want to
yeah.
do shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm learning
Oh
from him.
yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean? And
yeah.
yeah, so definitely shout
No
out to
doubt.
him.
That's
Shout out to
that's what
both of them.
life's about, man. Being able to, you know, spread your circle of influence, man. That's what gives life really meaning for me, anyways. But yeah, man. So and I hear Carlos is working in some of your videos and stuff like that. That's going to be really off the chain right
Yeah,
there, bro.
actually, I'm dropping another video this month, and he is actually in that video. He's in the My Way video, and
Nice.
yeah, it was dope. Yeah, it was super dope. I was really nervous doing that shit, man. I can't lie. Like on the inside, I was just like,
Whoa.
yeah,
Okay.
it was a moment, man. It was definitely a moment for me,
Uh-huh.
knowing that
Yeah.
like his level of success and that he found me as someone to invest his time and his brand into. Like he's got a
Mhm.
lot going for himself. I know for a fact people of his success, they don't just fuck with nobody, and I'm
Mm-mm.
grateful and I'm blessed for that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So like that is like,
Mhm.
ooh, it was a lot. It was a lot for me in that moment, man. Yeah, definitely. Can't even
No
front.
doubt, man. No doubt. Well, that's fucking awesome. I mean, right now, what we've got so far, what just between me and you, we've got like what 2 or 3 tracks in the can. I'm gonna try to get, like I said before, man. This COVID has got me down. Like yesterday, I finally came. I thought I was coming back to life, man. I came back up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna record a session. I'm gonna play some of your tracks. So I uploaded it onto the channel. So it's there if you want to hear it, just a little party mix or
Yeah, I
whatever,
was
just to kind
watching
of
it.
get.
I
Oh,
was
you were
watching
watching it.
and
Okay, cool, cool.
I got I screen recorded a few parts, yeah.
Oh,
Of you like
nice, cool,
scratching
man.
and shit too, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was just having a little fun, and then like later that
I didn't
night,
know
I
you knew
kind of
how to
went.
scratch. That's tight.
Yeah, I went down though, man. I was like, fuck. And then I woke up today about what 11:30 in the morning and drifting all in and out, man. I'm like, man, this COVID stuff is crazy, man. But as soon as I get better and up and get my mind right, I want to get back into track to making some more tracks for us, man, so we can
Yeah,
put that stuff out there. I'm
big
really
time.
amped about it, to be really quite honest with you. It's been I'll be honest with you too. The name of the channel is Electro Live. So, for the most part, I mainly focus on electronic music, like house music, techno music, that kind of genre of stuff. It's been a long time since I've actually worked on, hip hop or trap or anything like that, the down tempo sort of music. So I'm really excited to get back into that and always want to look for a good project to get to excuse myself into that line of work again, because that's actually kind of where I started way back. I don't even want to tell you how far I go back
Yeah,
because I'm
no,
gonna tell
I've
you how
heard
old
some
I
of your
am.
music. I can't front.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
go way back, bro. I like way to the
You and
classics,
Sean have
man.
done some amazing shit, by the way. Let me just tell y'all. Like, I want to do what y'all have done. Like, it's incredible. Gone,
Oh yeah.
traveled the whole world performing. Like, kudos and hats off to y'all. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
thank
you've
you,
done
man. Thank you,
what
bro.
I, aspire to do in the
It,
future.
it,
You
it
know
it's
what I
it's
mean?
so it was so fun, and it's been a real. I feel very fortunate, man, to have done the things that we've done and
What was one of
explored
your
that.
biggest moments? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I think when me and my brother, because for what I could name a lot of things, but I would say that for me personally, it would be the fact that me and my brother got together at one point in our life, man, and we finally lived in the same spot in Germany, in Europe, and we actually knew a producer with a nice fucking studio who was a great fucking producer and guitar player. And then, I had, I was making my little beats and doing my rap stuff. I was rapping back then, I was into my little thing. That's what I'm saying. That's where I started at. And so, I was like, well, hey man, you've got these guys coming out like Beastie Boys and fucking Fred Durst and Kid Rock and all these people like that, man. Why don't we do some shit like that? Because
What a
we've got my
vision.
man Kai over here. Shout out to Kai Porlano. He's gonna get the link to this video and he's gonna be watching it. So shout out to Kai. He's my man. He's in Germany. He's the one that I'm talking
What
about.
up? What up? What up?
Yes, and we put
Guys,
it down, bro. We did this
what's up,
thing,
guys?
this
What's up, guys?
project. It was called Single Bullet Theory, man. And it was like, I think it was a highlight of my life, much less music type stuff, because we performed everywhere together. We recorded, we gelled, like we got really tight as brothers. He's my older brother, he's a lot older than me, and this was one way we could get together and have something in common because he was mainly into, he's a rock musician, rock and roll. He was on tour around the world doing
And
all
he
kinds of
can really
stuff.
sing too, by the way.
No doubt, man. He's phenomenal, man, and just a funny guy, just a cool guy. And we just had some really great experiences, man. Just doing drugs together and fucking doing crazy shit. We could tell you all kinds of stories.
I bet. I bet.
Oh man, like it's just amazing. Like we had an amazing time, and it's just like a dream, thinking back on it, it's like, wow, what a dream that shit was. But yeah, so that I would say that was my top one. But yeah, it's I think me and Sean, my brother, we're coming into another moment like that. It seems like when we got together in New Orleans a couple of weeks ago, we sat down and we were talking about that. Like we've been again, like when we were kids, we've been separated by years, and then we got back together and we just gelled like brothers. Like we never lost a minute. Like we never lost a page. Like we just jumped right back into it, and we're joking and laughing and partying together and doing the same shit we used to do as little kids. And here we are, we haven't seen each other like what, 10, 15 years or whatever. And now we're back in New Orleans just doing it again. Like we're just laughing and joking and having fun, and talking about, working with you and working with Carlos and doing all these crazy things. And we're like, here we go again. It's like we're doing it again, man. We're gonna do this shit again.
Man,
It's
that
like,
brotherly love is dope. I feel you. Shout out my brother Dylan, yo. I got a brother
yeah.
too. I got a younger brother, so like I feel
Hey,
and
Dylan.
my two younger sisters, Vanessa, Victoria, what's that? Yeah.
Yes,
So I
sir.
feel you. I feel you on that big time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. I family is so important. If you have a family and you get along with them and you love your family a lot and you guys have each other's back through the thick and thin, I mean, there ain't nothing like that in the world. You feel invincible, man, because you've got your people. You're just surrounded by love.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I'm all about I'm a relations type of person, meaning when I work with people professionally, I have to like you on a personal level. Otherwise, the shit really is just gonna be dry and ain't really gonna lead to really
I
much or
feel that.
nothing.
Yeah. All day. All
It's
day.
gonna be all right. It's cool. We got along or whatever. Okay, whatever, and then it just goes away. But and I don't really try to make friends with any because then I'd be a fake motherfucker if you can
Yeah,
just get
I
along with
feel
anybody. You're
you. I'm
just a
like making friends is weird.
yeah. It's like So I'm not about that either. So I'm just like in this weird spot where it's like, I just kind of feel things out and go with the flow, man. It's kind of like, you just go with the energy of people and you see where you get in, where you fit in, and you go along with it. But so I think that for us, and it's like a big family. It's like I see me, you, Carlos, my brother, we're already like a little unit already. Like I talk to my brother every other day, man, and we're talking about me and you and what we're doing and what we're planning. He knows about this, this video thing we're about to do and
Oh,
what we're
dope.
doing now. And so it's really awesome, man. And I'm just gonna play my part, bro. Like for me, in this whole thing that we're doing, whatever I can do to play my part, whether it's making music beats, if you like them and they add to the shit, then let's add it, throw it in there, let's do it. If these videos and this platform is really blowing up, like I wanted to. I'm going to be interviewing hip hop historian next week, Jay Quan, my man Jay Quan. Man, I can't wait to talk to you again. It's been years. Then I'm gonna talk to Manny Man Parrish. He's like a electro pioneer, bass music pioneer. A lot of veterans in the music industry, Grammy award winning songwriter, Mike Greenlee. I'm just a lot of people are that I happen to know are willing to jump in on this little project, and that might be something that's going to add to what we're doing, because let's face it, man, the more juice we all get from our respective projects, the better. It all feeds into itself. So I'm just kind of excited on how um that thing is going. That inclination is just, that momentum is there, bro. And let's just keep it up. Let's
Yeah.
just keep it up. Keep it positive, man. I'm a positive motherfucker. If I can just get over this COVID shit, I'll be really positive again. Right now, I sound like
You got bob and weave and does that shit like
yeah, I'm like over here choking up and shit. I can't even smoke a joint, because fuck,
bro.
I'll probably die, man. I already feel like I smoked 10 packs of cigarettes as it is.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, no, that sounds shitty.
Yeah, 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 sir. So, anyways, man, yeah, we kind of chopped it up for almost an hour, man. Um, but I want to respect your time. I know that you're doing stuff, getting your workouts on, getting your positivity together. I need to do the same thing. I actually just need to go lay down because I'm about to fucking die. I'm
um, but
sorry.
but before we end, yo, I just want to shout out my mom, my dad, my brother Dylan, my sisters Vanessa, Victoria, my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncle Joe, um, Aunt Momo, um, Carlos, Sean, you Scott. You know,
All right.
we here.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, I had it.
All right, man. That sounds awesome. Well, look, man, I'm looking forward to the moves we're about to make. I'm going to be sending you these tracks soon, and we're going to keep it moving, man.
All right.
And
Oh, just know
at
I'm
any,
actually, yo, before we go, yo,
mm,
you wanna like hear one, like part of one real
yeah,
quick?
please. I didn't even expect that. What a
Alright.
surprise. Let's hear it, man. Let's
Um,
do it.
yo, do you have one of the beats on standby you could run real quick?
Sure. Let me see. Let
If
me
you
pull
have
one
got me
up.
all sad, that's probably my favorite one because it's just
Yeah.
so jiggy and so much fun.
Let me see if I know how to do that on this platform. I know how to share screens. Let me see if you can hear the music though. Hold on a second. Here we go. All right, you ready to? I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's do it. Can
Let's
you
get
hear it?
no,
You got it? Can
no,
you hear it, Brandon?
no.
No? Oh fuck. Okay. It's not gonna work though,
Alright,
unfortunately.
alright, don't even worry about it.
That's all right. We're you know what? We're gonna this is gonna be a big surprise on folks, man. We're
Yeah.
gonna put it out there soon. So, but man, I want to hear it though, man. I'm really excited to hear it,
Yeah,
bro.
we definitely like I told you, I'm down to come to you
Yeah.
for a weekend if that's okay with you
Oh hell
and
yeah.
like
Hell yeah.
record it, vibe, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Always, man. You're always welcome, man. Come down to Florida, man. You'll like it. Beautiful beaches.
where
We'll
in
go to
Florida
the
you at?
beach in Pensacola. It's right there on the Gulf of Mexico. White sands, beautiful beaches, like the water's like emerald. It's called the Emerald Coast down here, right? It's just really beautiful, man. Really beautiful. Beautiful women. Um, oh yeah, it's a really nice spot, man. And like, I don't know, what is the weather like there in Vegas right now?
Right now it's like 67. It's
Oh,
dope.
okay.
It's
It's
super
dope.
nice.
Same
Yeah,
thing here, man.
I enjoy
Same
like
thing.
75, 73, 77, 81. But like in Vegas, like it's like 123.
Oh, I know. I used
21.
to
Like
live
I'm
there.
enjoying this for the next like month before it just fucking disappears.
Yeah, that shit gets dropped, man. Your eyes start melting out your damn head, man. I used to live over there, man. And yeah, and sometimes you get those sandstorms that come in. That should
Yeah,
be
those are weird as
crazy.
fuck. It's not dusty.
Yeah, like the end of the world type shit going
Gets in
on.
like
What
your
the
car
fuck is
vents
that?
and shit, and they're just like that. Out of here.
Yeah, like California weather is like perfect. Like it's
Cali's
70, 80
dope. There's
all
just
year
so much
round, sunny
fucking
all the
traffic.
time and shit.
The traffic kills me, man.
Traffic though, yeah, traffic sucks.
See, I
Here,
get
you
it.
know,
It's
down
traffic.
here it sucks though in the summer too because it's so damn humid. Like, you know, you open the door, that shit be hitting you right in the face, like wow, like what the fuck,
Yeah, like
you
an
know?
oven. You
Yeah,
open
it's
it.
like fuck, man. Yeah, it's pretty hot, and then it, you know, the when it fucking rains, it rains. It's like downpour, and it might just rain on you out of the middle of nowhere. Like it'll be really sunny outside. You'll walk around, and all of a sudden, big downpour comes through, man, for like 2 minutes. So it's kind of bipolar, but yeah, it's different. It's different all over, but that's what makes the world a special place, right?
You sound like Mr. Rogers' cousin.
Mr. Rogers' cousins, baby. Let me go hang my shoes up in the closet. Oh man. All right, bro. I'm gonna let you go, man. And until next time, folks, man, we're gonna have a really good interview set up next week. And we'll see you guys back then. Peace.
Hey, appreciate you.